Yeah. I remember the last time I cried, not because I was weak, but because I realized I had been fighting alone for too long. I cried in the dark when nobody could see. Had a war in my chest and a war underneath. Told everybody I'm good, knowing that was a lie. Put a smile on my face while my soul wanted to die. I gave people love, they returned it with pain. I trusted their words, they abandoned my name. I was there when they needed me, where were they then? Funny how you lose people when you stop being useful to them. I remember those nights, I was talking to God, asking why every road that I walked felt so hard. I was tired of pretending that I wasn't afraid, tired of carrying burdens that I never displayed. I looked in the mirror and I barely knew me. Saw a man full of scars that nobody could see, but something inside me refused to surrender. The coldest December still couldn't kill my ember. So I wiped my eyes, put my pain in the past. I told myself this time I'm gonna last. If the world wants a war, then I'm ready to fight, because I learned how to turn my darkness into light. That was the last time I cried, the last time I let somebody break me inside, the last time I begged for a reason to live, the last time I gave everything I had left to give. I buried the person that I used to be. Now there's nothing in this world that can take me from me. I walked through the fire and I came out alive. That was the last time They counted me out, so I counted my blessings. Turned every rejection into another lesson. They laughed at the dream, now I'm chasing it faster. I turned every failure into fuel for disaster. You don't know what it costs just to stand where I stand. You don't know how many times I had to rebuild who I am. I lost friends, lost love, lost faith in the crowd, but losing myself was the one thing I wouldn't allow. I remember the moment I wanted to quit, and my back on the wall had no answer for. Then I heard that voice saying, get up again. Sometimes the strongest version of you is born when it ends. So I picked up the pieces and carried the weight. Stop blaming the past for the choices I made. I can't change yesterday, but tomorrow is mine. And I'm done letting trauma determine my life. So I wipe my eyes, put my pain in the past. I told myself this time I'm gonna last. If the world wants a war, then I'm ready to fight, because I learned how to turn my darkness into light. That was the last time I cried, the last time I let somebody break me inside, the last time I begged for a reason to live, the last time I gave everything I had left to give. I buried the person that I used to be. Now there's nothing in this world that can take it from me. I walked through the fire and I came out alive. That was the last time I cried. I cried for the child I was forced to become, for the battles I fought when I should have been young. I cried for the people I couldn't say, for every goodbye in every grave. I cried for the dreams that I watched disappear, for the years I spent fighting my deepest fears. But I won't cry for the man I became, 'cause every scar on my body remembers my name. I survived, I survived. Let the nights nobody knew about. I survived the days I wanted to disappear. I survived the people who said I'd never make it. I survived myself, and that's why. That was the last time I cried. Now I'm standing with the whole world against my side. I don't need permission, I don't need applause. I know who I am and I know what I'm fighting for. You can take everything, but you can't take my soul. You can break every piece, but I rebuild the whole. I walked through the fire and I came out alive. That was the last time I cried. So if you see me smiling, don't think I never suffered. If you see me winning, don't think I never lost. And if you see me standing, remember I had to fall 1,000 times before I learned how to rise. That was the last time I cried. Now I fight. Nobody heard me scream. I smiled when they asked if I was okay. Nobody knew what it took just to make it through the day. I was dying in silence, but I learned how to breathe. They heard the music, but nobody heard me scream. But nobody heard me scream. Yeah, I had pain in my chest that I couldn't explain. Walking through the sunshine while I lived in the rain. Everybody saw the smile, nobody saw the fight. I was losing myself every single night. I gave everybody strength when I had none left. Put a smile on my face while I battled myself. They said you're so strong, like strength don't break. Like I never had a moment when I wanted to escape. I cried in the dark when nobody could see. Had a war in my mind and it was killing my peace. I was screaming for help without making a sound. And the people I love never looked underground. Nobody heard me scream. Nobody saw the tears. I carried all this weight for way too many years. But every scar I hide reminds me I survived. They thought I disappeared. I was learning how to rise. Nobody heard me scream, so I turned my pain into a melody. Nobody saw me fall, so I learned how to stand on my own 2 feet. I walked through the darkness, now I'm becoming who I was meant to be. They never heard me scream, but they're gonna hear me when I speak. I remember those days when I questioned my worth, looking up at the sky like, why am I here on this earth? I was fighting battles that I never confessed, putting everyone first while I bury my stress. I lost friends, lost sleep, lost pieces of me. Had to face my reflection and finally see that the person I hated was the one I had to save. So I reached through the darkness and pulled myself away. Now I don't need revenge, I just need to succeed. Let the results tell the story of the person I became. Every no was a brick, every scar was a stone. I built a whole kingdom from the pain I was shown. If you're hurting in silence, I want you to know you don't have to carry that weight on your own. Your darkest chapter isn't the end of your story. Sometimes the deepest pain is the rodeo glory. Nobody heard me scream. Nobody saw the tears. I carried all this weight for way too many years. But I turned my wounds to wings, turned my fear into belief. They never heard me scream. Now they hear the voice of me. I survived the nights I thought would never end. I lost who I was, and I found myself again. Nobody heard me scream, but I heard myself. And that's when everything changed. Yeah. They thought I was finished. They thought the pain would bury me, but pain didn't kill me. It introduced me to the person I was supposed to become. This isn't revenge with a weapon. This is revenge with a purpose. Watch me. Yeah. I remember every face that disappeared when I was down. Every voice that said I'd never make it out. Every door that slammed, every bridge they burned. Every lesson that I learned from the tables that I turned. I was fighting silent battles nobody could see, smiling in the daylight while the darkness followed me. They mistook my quiet for weakness in disguise. Never knew I was rebuilding everything inside. You wanted me broken, I became unbreakable. You wanted me finished, I became unstoppable. You gave me rejection, I don't pretend you always care. You weren't there in the darkness when I was fighting to breathe air. This is my revenge, not with hate but with success. I'ma turn every scar into something they can't forget. This is my revenge, I'm alive when I should have been gone. You can keep your apologies, I'm too busy moving on. This is my revenge, I don't need to see you lose. I'll just become everything you said I couldn't prove. This is my revenge, look at me now. You tried to bury me, I became the ground that I built my future on. I don't need a trophy for the nights I survived. I don't need your validation to know I'm alive. I carry my own weight when nobody came. Now I'm standing in the rain with a fire in my veins. Yeah, only saw the struggle, never saw the discipline. Never saw the tears that I swallowed just to keep from quitting. Never saw the prayers I whispered alone in my room. Never saw me fight the thought that I wouldn't make it through. Now every setback is a chapter in the story. Every failure is a scar that reminds me of the glory. I don't chase revenge, I chase the person I could be. And the greatest way to win is becoming finally free. So don't call my phone now, don't ask me how I made it through. You had your chance to stand beside me, now I'm standing without you. This is my revenge, not with hate but with success. I'ma turn every scar into something they can't forget. This is my revenge, I'm alive when I should have been gone. You can keep your apologies, I'm too busy moving on. This is my revenge, I don't need to see you lose. I'll just become everything you said I couldn't prove. This is my revenge, look at me now. You tried to bury me, I became the ground that I built my future on. I forgive you, but I won't forget me. The person I was before the pain is someone I'll never be. You broke the door, I built a better house. Yeah. You took my voice, I learned to scream it loud. Hey. You gave me hell, hey. I found my way through fire. Hey. You tried to kill my dreams, you only made me fight harder. So here's to every person who abandoned me. Hey. Every no, every loss, every tragedy. Hey. Every night I thought I couldn't take another breath. Every moment I stared face to face with death. I didn't come this far just to prove you wrong. I came this far because I knew I belonged. My revenge isn't watching you fall to your knees. My revenge is standing tall when you wanted me weak. I built something beautiful from the pieces you broke. Turned every painful memory into fuel for my hope. Now the same person you counted out is changing the game. And the world will know my story long after they forget your name. Future, but you couldn't kill my joy. This is my revenge, I don't need your approval anymore. I walked through every battle and came back stronger than before. This is my revenge, now I'm standing in the light. We thought I was finished, I was only getting ready to fight. So remember my name, remember the one you counted out, remember the one you laughed at, remember the one you left behind. Because I didn't come back for revenge, I came back for everything I thought I had lost. This is my revenge, this is my revenge. Yeah. I stopped waiting for the crowd, stop looking for approval. Some battles you gotta fight alone, some victories you gotta learn to celebrate in silence. I was down in the dark when nobody came. Had a heart full of scars and a head full of pain. They saw every failure, never saw the fight. Never knew how many times I survived the night. I kept moving forward when the road got cold. Had dreams in my chest, but my pockets were broke. They told me be realistic, I told them just wait. Cause the ones who doubt you don't decide your fate. I don't need your hand when I'm climbing that wall. I don't need your voice when I stumble and fall. I learned how to stand when nobody believed. Build strength from the moments they wanted me weak. I don't need a crowd to tell me I'm alive. I don't need that chance to know I survived. If nobody sees me, I still make my way. Cause I wasn't built for applause anyway. No applause needed, I know what I did. I fought through the pain when I wanted to quit. No hands in the air, no lights on my name. I walked through the fire and I carried the flame. No applause needed, I don't need your praise. I remember the nights I was lost in the rain. If I make it to the top, I remember the climb. I don't need validation, just needed time. I watch people vanish when the struggle appear. Funny how silence gets louder than cheers. They love the vision but they hated the grind. Wanted to finish but abandoned the climb. So I stopped explaining the reason I bleed. Stopped showing the world every wound that I keep. I turned all my losses to lessons instead. Built a new future from things that were dead. Every note was a brick, every scar was a stone. Every night I felt broken, I built on my own. Now I'm standing here different, I paid every price. I lost parts of myself just to save my life. I don't need a crowd to tell me I'm alive. I don't need that cheers to know I survived. If nobody sees me, I'll still make my way. Cause I wasn't built for applause anyway. No applause needed, I know what I did. I fought through the pain when I wanted to quit. No hands in the air, no lights on my name. I walked through the fire and I carried the flame. No applause needed, I don't need your praise. I remember the nights I was lost in the rain. If I make it to the top, I remember the climb. I don't need validation, just needed time. Let them doubt me, let them talk, let them watch me from a distance. I don't need them to understand what it took to keep existing. I know every tear, I know every loss, I know every time I almost paid the cost. And if I stand alone at the finish line, I'll still be proud of the person I became. Because I didn't do this for the world to notice. I did it so I could look myself in the face. No applause needed, I know who I am. I built this from nothing with blood on my hands. No crowd in the stadium, no spotlight above. I kept going forward, nobody showed love. No applause needed, let the silence remain. I found my own strength in the middle of pain. And when they finally ask how I made it this far, I'll say I kept walking when nobody clapped. No applause, no applause, no applause, no applause. No validation, no permission, just purpose, just pain, just persistence. I didn't need them to believe in me, I just needed to believe I could become more. No applause needed. I fought my way out. They thought I was finished. They thought the pressure would bury me. But pressure doesn't always break you. Sometimes it builds you. I woke up with a war inside my chest. Had 1,000 reasons telling me to rest. Every door slammed shut, every road got steep. I was fighting battles nobody could see. I smiled in the daylight, cried in the dark. Carried on my pain like a permanent scar. They saw my failures, never saw the fight. Never saw me crawling through the dead of night. I lost some people, I lost some dreams. Lost pieces of myself trying to find what it means. But every time life tried to put me underground, I dug through the dirt just to make it back out. I wasn't lucky, I was desperate. I wasn't fearless, I was tested. I had nothing but a heartbeat left, so I turned that heartbeat into a war cry in my chest. I was down on my knees, but I still had a reason. I was lost in the dark, but I still kept believing. Every scar on my body, every tear that I cried is a chapter that proves I refuse to die. I fought my way out when the walls came crashing down. I fought my way out when nobody was around. I fought my way out through the fire, through the doubt. They tried to bury me alive, but I fought my way out. I was broken, I was bleeding, still I found a way to breathe. They thought pain would finish me, but it gave me what I need. I fought my way out, and I'm never going back down. You don't know what it took just to stand this tall. How many times I almost answered that call. How many nights I stared at the ceiling alone, wondering if I'd ever find my way home. I had dreams in my heart, but fear in my head. Had a voice telling me you're better off dead, but I silenced that voice with the promise I made. If I can't see the light, then I'll build my own flame. I stopped waiting for somebody to save me. Stop begging for love from the people who hate me. Stop letting my past put a chain on my future. I became my own proof that the pain couldn't move me. They counted me out, so I counted my blessings. They called me a failure, I called it a lesson. They saw the ashes, I saw an empire. They saw me falling, I was learning to fly. I was standing on my knees, but I still had a reason. I was lost in the dark, but I still kept believing. Every scar on my body, every tear that I cried, is a chapter that proves I refuse to die. I fought my way out when the walls came crashing down. I fought my way out when nobody was around. I fought my way out through the fire, through the doubt. They tried to bury me alive, but I fought my way out. I was broken, I was bleeding, still I found a way to breathe. They thought pain would finish me, but it gave me what I need. I fought my way out, and I'm never going back down. If you're listening right now and you're tired of the fight, if you're staring at the darkness and you're losing your light, listen to me, you are not finished. Your story isn't over, your pain isn't pointless. Your scars aren't your weakness, they're proof you survived. So get up, one more step, one more breath, one more fight. From the bottom to the clouds, I fought my way out. Now I scream it loud. Now I scream it loud. Every scar is shouting now. You couldn't break me, you couldn't take me, you couldn't keep me underground. I fought my way out when the whole world shut me down. I fought my way out. Now I'm standing on this ground. I fought my way out. And if I fall, I'll rise again, because I've already faced the worst, and I know how this story ends. I fought my way out, not because it was easy, not because I wasn't afraid. I fought because somewhere inside me there was still a reason to keep going, and that's all I needed.